The photos from Facebook was 9 years old, 9 years before, 9 years ago. I could see the photos and at the Mayotte Island and Fingernail Island. So named in Vietnamese Móng Tay Island. It's the tour from 2 nights, 3 days. The camping about Tet holiday in Vietnam, Lunar New Year. I went to there by the local boat, and then I did a stand-up paddleboard tour, and I stayed at small tent, and I was invited to the Middle Island, a small fishing family, and then they lived uh, 3 generations, and old man and old woman, and then young man and young woman, the couple, and their children. And the girl, I remember in the picture, she opened crying, and then very cute. And also there were dogs and yellow dog and black dog. They are called the Phu Quoc dogs. The dogs had a special pattern of at the back. There's something like that. And then it was one of the legend story. The Phu Quoc dog is good for swimming, good at swimming, because they had teeth good, just like uh, shape of fin, like um, spread it, and they could swim very well. Even when fisherman boat came to the island, there was a dog on the boat, and then there was a dog on the boat. When the owner jumped in the water, the dog followed the jump into water in the water. It was an impressive moment. So and then I could stay there a few days, and then at night, the Lunar New Year, they like sing a song, and then we sang together. And then also in the picture there was sunset, and then west side, and also there was a post speedboat, and then speed Phu Quoc tour who managed the speedboat there now, and then about 10 years, and there were many changes on Phu Quoc tour in Vietnam. So it was a good memory. I was um, impressive in the nature, and also the enjoyed it, swimming and snorkeling, coral area, so many different fishes. The local fishermen and then the brothers and on the small boat, they paddle to the in the middle of the island, and then they went fishing. They caught many fish, and even they could go and then diving in the water. They caught some urchins, and then they prepare some seafood for tourists in the afternoon, and then lunch and afternoon. There were tourists on the boat from the main island named Phu Quoc. Then they served them and with the food, and then they started the business. And then there was in front of the water, there was a fishing pond, and then in the fishing pond, then small net with the boat. There was a big fishing, and they could sell them. They could sell them. So they could sell fishing. In English, you make content of about stand-up paddleboard tour about 9 years ago, 6 islands from the Phu Quoc Island after completing it. A memory from 9 years ago, SUP touring the island near Phu Quoc. About 9 years ago, I completed my early stand-up paddleboarding experience around several small islands near the Phu Quoc Island. Recently, I found some old photos on Facebook from that time. They are already 9 years old, and seeing them again brought me back many strong memories. One of the islands was called Móng Tay Island in Vietnamese. I joined a short 3-day tour during the Lunar New Year holiday. I traveled there by a local boat, and then during the trip, I did a stand-up paddleboard tour around the island. I arrived in the morning and then a.m. and then stayed there for a few days. During my stay, I was invited to visit a small fishing family living on a nearby island. Three generations lived together, an elderly man and a woman, a young couple, and their children. I clearly remember one photo where a small child was crying. It was a very cute and emotional moment. They also had dog, yellow dog and black dog with a very unique pattern. Dog on this island, an excellent swimmer, which impressed me a lot. There was a unforgettable moment when a fishing boat arrived at the island. As soon as the owner jumped into the water, the dog jumped in to and swam confidently toward the shore. It was amazing. The hot, warm scene. The island itself was perfect for swimming. The water was calm, clear, and shaped like a natural bay, well protected from the wave. And even when fishing boats passed by, the seas remained smooth at night, especially during the New Year. Everyone gathered together to sing songs, to share food, and we stayed together like one big family. The sunset were beautiful, especially on the west side of the island. I still remember taking photos of the sky turning orange and red as the sun went down. At the time, the island was very quiet and natural, and very different from how tourist areas looks today. I also enjoyed the snorkeling and the swimming in coral areas. There were many kinds of fish, and the marine life was rich and colorful. Local fishermen and the brother father small boat to the middle to the island to fish, and they cooked the fresh seafood, dove into the water to collect shellfish and prepared meals for visitors in the afternoon. Some tourists came from Phu Quoc main island about 40 minutes away by boat. The fishermen slowly started small business serving food and offering simple tour in front of the island. There was small fishing pond and floating gates where they raised the fish and served fish for daily life. Looking back, it was a very special memory. The nature was pure, people were kind, and the life was simple. That experience left a deep impression on me and it became an important part of my journey with the oceans and the paddleboarding and island life. Very good.